I feel like that's the best thing Morocco's ever done. Because it was just a couple of weeks before the World Cup, and they fired him. So they got Ziyech back and all these other superstars with him. And those boys that actually love the nation, and as you guys are seeing it now, they want to play for the people. So
because I feel like they're playing for me.
Yeah.
Why do you think they're playing for? Wallah, I don't know why, but I feel attached to them. I don't know why. Wallah. Sharif, do you accept us, Wallah, to be attached to them? That comment you gave in the group? If you accept it, khalas, I don't need it from you.
Do you know what I love now? The whole Africa's claiming us, and the whole Arab was claiming us. The whole Muslim was
We're claiming you guys.
The entire world is claiming you.
God did.
Go on it, Wallah. Go.
When are you going, Yuta?
27.
Ah.
Are you actually going? 27th of this month?
Yeah.
For what?
Pre-season, bro. Pre-season trips.
You thought he was you forgot he was a professional for a second, huh?
No, I know. But in March, cuz. It's a long time, cuz.
Last year, wallah, I missed out on the pre-season trip, Mashu Turkey.
Okay, we talk about Morocco already or let's start?
Let's talk about Australia first.
Yeah.
Up the Aussies.
That's the first thing. That was the first game since we stopped recording. So we need to address.
And then we'll get to your
Habib
favorite part,
Nada.
wallahi.
We'll address this one first.
I need to keep that covered, but keep it covered.
Don't worry, we'll take it.
Guys,
Ray will take care of it.
I'm gonna do it. Oh, we did to the Tunisian fans before the game. This brother.
The only thing is they got a lot of numbers.
Oh, they're crazy, cuz, bro. I've never seen someone shove that many fingers in his mouth and whistle.
I'd be worried about something else.
You worried about HIV or something?
If you can put that many fingers in his mouth. I wonder what he does with it every day, wallahi.
I don't laugh at that. Because if I show you a video of my dad last night, you wouldn't recognize him.
So,
I've never seen him yell like that before, wallahi.
How's it going, people? Welcome back to the Galacticoz podcast. We have got a big couple of games to talk about today. We're going to start off with Netherlands versus USA. But before we do, like always, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell. Quickly, we don't have time, so the starting lineup for today, we've got Midris, Simba coming back, Ravo coming back after a trip to Qatar. He's going to tell us all about that. We've got a debutant in Sharif making his debut on the Galacticoz podcast. Big clap.
Sharif.
And lastly, Amir is becoming a regular, so no clap needed there.
Over it.
You can see we're in a hurry, but we quickly want to ask Ravo about something. Ravo, apparently someone came up to you and asked you about the Galacticoz podcast.
Yeah, man. Some guy from England, bro. Shout out to him, bro. He's like, bro, he said that I've seen you somewhere. And then
Did he say he recognized you?
Yeah. And then he's like, I've seen you somewhere. And he's like, you're from Australia? And then they said, do you know the podcast called Galacticoz? I'm like, yeah, I've been on a couple times. So shout out to him.
You know what Hassanino?
Yeah.
Because Ravi hasn't been on that many episodes.
Yeah.
Imagine if you saw Hassanino, who saw you. Or
Oh my God. That would
Autograph, Bastawali
all over you, wallah.
Let's get into it. The first game, Netherlands versus USA, 3-1. Netherlands, we thought they were like the dark horse of the competition. They came out very strong and they cruised past USA. Holland's a bit dry, bro.
They're a plain Jane team.
They're a plain Jane team, bro. They're very easy to break, but it's just that to quickly sum up that game was just Holland just took their chances. Every chance that they had, which they didn't have many. When if you look at the stats, USA probably created a lot more, not just.
I'll tell you something. And if Pulisic had scored that chance, the first minute,
that changes the whole game.
That would have changed the whole game.
And that's the thing with this World Cup in particular that's been a habit going. It's like even for Saudi Arabia now, and if Dawson scores that penalty, it changes the whole.
It changes the whole game. Yeah.
So the teams,
football, bro. Tournament football.
It's a lot about it's a lot about
chances,
the hype,
bro.
you know. So if you score that penalty, it changes the whole intensity.
I don't see Holland doing much for like going from here.
We said they have a strong back line, but that's really it. That's really it, bro.
Yeah,
there's nothing.
Even up front, they're good.
They got pace going up front. Because I watched them live, bro. They got pace on them.
You're gonna keep dropping that.
I have to tell you guys that, man. I saw them live, but bro, they got pace on them, and they're very quick at getting back.
First of all, Memphis Depay is dangerous.
And Burgoyne.
Gakpo is another level, bro.
Yeah, that guy.
Gakpo is like one of the best players in the tournament, guys.
Yeah. Even Burgoyne, bro.
Burgoyne's doing all right. He's not getting the goals and stuff, but he's actually like he's so quick on the counter attack. So
hey, were they very dominant, let's say, in the group stages?
No.
They weren't, yeah. No, well, I remember I was saying that they didn't look that dangerous.
They didn't win convincingly.
Yeah.
They didn't win convincingly.
Use that word. Exactly. They didn't look convincing. They weren't dominant, but they made on the counter. They're very good, and they make the most out of their chances. Even the win against Senegal, going back to the first group stage game that they played, even that game, Senegal was the more dominant team.
Yeah,
I
they
would
were
say.
until like the
Ismail
80th minute.
Assad,
Yeah.
players. Senegal was just all over them, but it was just those counters from De Jong.
Yeah, and I think
Memphis
against the
Depay.
backline of Argentina, come on. I don't know.
That's the next thing we want to talk about. What do you think that they're going to hold themselves there against
I think they're
Argentina?
going to win easily.
No, I don't think
it's
easily.
Argentina.
I think it will be a struggle. I don't think they'll win easy because the only one that they won convincingly is this one, yeah, against USA. Before this, it wasn't that convincing. And against Argentina, I think as how Ryan was saying that they're so dangerous up front on the counter. I think against the Argentinian backline, it's not the strongest backline.
But you could say the same for Amr, like for Holland.
But the
The
thing
Holland-
is,
the Dutch defense is not the best.
at the attack of of Argentina is as strong as Holland without Messi. Take away Messi's factor on the game. If it's not as strong.
Yeah, but Argentina look more of a. So Hannah, we're saying both Argentina and Holland's defense are both poor.
Yeah.
We can agree on that both. But if we'll compare the both attacks, who would say more threatening? Argentina.
I would say both.
I don't know. Maybe no.
Argentina
Look,
is shocking around.
no, but look, if you look at the defense, look at Holland. Look at Holland's defense. Holland's
I mean,
defense
the
can
front-
soak that pressure.
Alvarez, Messi,
Nah.
the Maria.
Alvarez has been coming off the bench. hasn't he?
Alvarez
Di
is-
Maria
is
coming off the bench. The
Yeah.
last game he was
Yeah,
off
yeah,
the
yeah.
bench.
Martinez has been
Martinez
heavy.
as well had a
Lautaro
shocking
Martinez
game
has
last
been
game.
shocking.
They missed.
No,
I think Martinez is
Alvarez.
going to bench it though. I think Martinez.
Martinez is going to bench it, but Alvarez is looking very
I
threatening.
think they bench them. They just bench them only because they might go to extra time. So you need that attacking option. Otherwise, I don't think they would bench them. You know what I mean?
You can never rely on going to extra time, bro. So then if the game changes before you can
I
do
think
that.
this one I could see it going to extra
Yeah.
time. If I'm being
So
honest.
No,
I think
it
they'll
just
bench
looks
Di
like an
Maria.
even game from
Nah,
from
I
now.
think
Yani.
it's whoever wins in the midfield. This is a midfield
The
game.
last time they played, they went to penalties, right?
Argentina,
In the
Netherlands.
World Cup. Argentina, Netherlands.
I remember them having a penalty shootout. Something.
Yeah, it was. And Argentina went through. 2014 World Cup.
2014
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
Semi-final, yeah?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
But it's going to be a battle of the midfield, I reckon.
It's gonna be
As
a
the
bit-
defenses
No matter
are
what,
both
wallahi,
decent.
Argentina go through. Wallahi.
Argentina I would pick him with the experience that they have.
And Messi.
You know, obviously, and
Messi
Messi.
can change that whole game, bro. Barajo.
So I was
He
about
can
to
do
say, it's all
Yeah.
about one man
Yeah,
in
wallahi.
that game. If that second half against Australia, what he did, if he comes out, does that, unstoppable.
It's done, yeah.
How about this? Let's go into that game because we have to discuss it at some point. We were all hyped here.
No, we were all hyped. We were
Everybody was
all
hyped,
hyped.
right?
Yeah, we were all hyped about the game.
Some of us
Yeah.
were being realistic. Some of
No,
us
no,
were
but
being
beating
delusional.
Argentina, I don't think all of us were.
Yeah.
No, hold on.
Some people were being very
And let's
delusional
talk
saying
about
we're
it,
going to
no,
win
no,
the
no.
World Cup, come on.
And let's talk about it. Let's be honest. Argentina were far from comfortable playing against in that game.
I don't know
No,
about comfortable. No, I don't know about comfortable. But
No,
we were
far
looking
from
at them.
comfortable. They went 5 at the back, bro. Towards the end,
Yeah.
we had chances. If we made the most out of those chances that we had, we could have. We
You know
could
what I
have
hate
won
the
that
most,
game.
Mohammed? At the end of that game, you know what they're saying? Even Off the Sport posted as well on Instagram. Like how Messi was saying, oh, this was such a tough game for us. This, like Australia, they're taking credit from that. Like, oh, look at us. We made it so tough for Argentina.
Yeah, but I don't need that quote, Amr, to justify that Australia had a good
That's
game.
horrendous. I don't like hearing shit like that.
No.
bro.
Obviously, this is publicity. It's media stuff. They're gonna use it, but still, yeah. And this,
And if the greatest player in the world is saying he had a hard time against you,
there's
you
still
gotta take
some,
that.
there's still some truth to it, cuz.
Just being
There's still some
honest,
truth to it.
That's it. Well, khalas. I don't take something from that as like, oh, we played so well or something. You sat defensively like a defensive team. That's it.
that's the thing. That's tournament
That's
football.
good.
You sometimes
that's-
you have
that's
to play
perfect.
defensive.
That's perfect. You can do that. But then don't say, oh yeah, we did so well that
They did
Come
so
on,
well.
No,
I
Amr,
remember
we
they-
did well,
did
cuz.
well
Amr, you gotta give.
defensively. We locked them down.
They were locked them down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Amr,
but you gotta
Amr.
give credit where credit's due, Amr. You can't discourage
I said
something.
this on the other episode as well before the game. I said if they just sit back, would actually have a chance of beating Argentina the whole game.
And it was a close game,
And
Amr.
it was a close game, Amr. Like that
It was a
game,
very close
It
game.
could have been beatable, bro.
Yeah. And we lost by a mistake from a goalkeeper.
A
Just remember that.
goalkeeper. And
We did-
yeah,
I did-
wallahi,
No.
that-
It's not just a mistake.
And-
No. It's a second mistake. Come on, against France. Come
Yeah,
on.
wallahi.
He did against France.
Yeah, he's done it. He's done it
twice.
He has these silly mistakes in him,
It's
and
not silly mistakes. Mohammed. It kills the
wallah,
whole game,
unfortunately,
wallah.
but
Against
unfortunately,
Argentina, bro.
it's still silly mistakes. Hassan. Wallah, what can you do?
I'm being pictured here as the villain.
Yeah, wallah.
I know where you're coming from. But Amir, like he's saying, give credit where credit is due. Do you know why? Because we don't stand a chance against them going like
Amr, when
blow for blow like
when
that.
you're the
We can't.
underdog, when you're the
That's
underdog,
fantastic. And I said, if we want to win this game, you take it to penalties. I don't see Australia scoring a goal unless it was the luckiest goal. And I said that to you guys on the podcast before.
The first
Amr,
piece of magic was from Messi. You can't help that.
No, I'm
That's
saying
just too much.
Australia's
Yeah,
side.
that's what
Australia's
Messi-
side. These guys were saying we'll get chances and we'll score.
We got
No,
chances,
we
though.
did have
We
chances.
got
Amr.
chances.
Tell me the chances.
Cuz I'll tell you
we had like
the
three
I'll tell you
chances.
the chances.
He's got memorized.
We didn't have
Aziz Bey just won. That was fantastic. Wallahi.
Grant Cole in the end.
Cole's one is not such a clean chance, but it's good.
No. That's a great
If
chance.
he made something out of that, you say that's brilliant for him making something out of it. It's not really a chance. It's half a chance. Be honest,
half a
wallah.
chance.
If you put it away, you'll be telling some completely different story.
And
wallah.
then
Let's
the
be honest.
goal is going through her set.
You're the other dog, Amir. Wallahi, you gotta give credit where credit is due. If
And Amir, don't forget. Hassi, we watched all the games so far, yeah, the knockout stage, or beginning or next knockout stage. If you watch Brazil versus South Korea, if you watch Switzerland this morning, if you don't defend properly, you're just gonna concede and concede and
goals,
concede.
bro, you get smashed, bro. Wallahi, you gotta
You're
play.
getting work.
You gotta play smart, bro. And this is why we're gonna talk about the game later. But
It's not fantastic. It's amazing, cuz.
The way Australia played, wallah, is very good. Like the way that you play to your strengths, yani. Their strength is defensive. It's defensively. They're very strong defensively.
we
So
gotta
they did
stop
well.
using a team playing as in a defensive
negative.
structure
As a negative?
as a negative. Cause
Yeah.
it's still a game plan, bro.
Because if,
It's still a game.
if it's the best part of your game, you gotta play.
You gotta use it to your strengths.
Yeah.
You gotta use it to your strengths, and it
But
wins
then
you
I don't
games.
like them taking credit for some stuff after, saying, oh, because it's Argentina. I don't like that.
No, but the thing is, no. Look,
Mohammed,
let's
I'm
look at-
being-
and then
I'm saying
Ahmed,
something
Ahmed.
positive about Australia. You know what that is? You're saying Australia is so shit that we can't even compete against
Yeah,
them.
but look
That's
where
what they're
we're
saying
ranked and
by
look where
that.
Argentina's
like, oh,
ranked.
it's so good that we competed against them. Come on, man.
To come up against a team like Argentina,
The favorites for the tournament.
the favorites for the tournament, and you're coming in as an
in your
underdog.
opinion,
Hold on.
a favor in your opinion.
No. But you coming in as an underdog, cuz a comment like that is well justified.
And by
bro.
the way,
Wallah azim it is.
and how
You can't- you
Australia,
can't-
no, and how Australia, like he's saying, how Australia were ranked before coming into the tournament. Nobody expected us to make it out of
Yeah,
the
bro.
group.
Wallah azim, cuz.
Idris,
Yeah,
I just got a
Azam?
question for you though. Do you think Australia deserve to be like at where they are right now?
Oh, definitely,
100%, 100%.
no
Yeah?
question. You mean in the position where they got out? Definitely, bro. Definitely, I think that was very well deserved.
I think it
very
was
well deserved.
yeah, it was
The fact that we made it out of the group, firstly, that was very impressive. Firstly, the game, look, against Denmark, everyone thought we were gonna get smashed. We shut down their midfield. They got world class players, Christian Eriksen, Højbjerg. We shut them down. Then coming against Tunisia, I was at the stadium. Yeah. The stadium's probably like 45. Another drop that I was at the World Cup. Another drop that I was at the World Cup.
keep doing that.
So look, there was. Let's just say the stadium holds 45,000. I swear, maybe 44,000 were Tunisian fans, 500 maybe Australian fans, and the rest 500 were like random spectators.
That's what
So
every game
whole-
Australia has, wallah.
No, but Tunisian fans are
It's a lot,
insane.
yeah. It's
Tunisian and Moroccan fans are crazy. So the fact that we came out, got a 1-0 win again against them. We came out of the group with 6 points, and then we faced Argentina. We got a 2-1 loss. That's a
If you
massive.
look at the results, it's fantastic.
Yeah,
but if we're looking at the way that we scored those goals and go past those games, I don't
but-
say that we deserved it so much. Like,
Ahmed.
don't get too much. Yeah, okay, it was
I'll
good.
start
Can't say just because
striker.
we kept a defensive structure, Amir, and we outplayed them in that phase of the game, and we still managed to win. You can't say we didn't deserve that.
Every
cuz.
game looked like it was gonna go to penalties if it's allowed.
Amir, that doesn't
I
matter,
know,
bro.
I know.
That's
But
what
that
it
doesn't
looks like.
matter.
But that's what I'm saying to you. So why are you saying, oh, deserve?
Because we're gonna get to this game later. Wallah.
Okay.
But
Boys,
Morocco,
we need to finish off. We need to move on to the next thing. But Australia, are we proud, boys? Are we proud?
Of course we
100%
are.
we're
This
proud.
is the after
All I
all of
can
this.
say-
Well
I'm never
done.
gonna play for
Well done,
Australia.
yeah, shout out.
Nah, shout out, shout out.
Man, up the Socceroos. They're the boys.
Australia, wallah.
But I
don't get why,
only
why.
gotta say one thing though. Listen, in Australia, hopefully now the whole of Australia is seeing this. Now they need to invest in the football, like in this country.
100%.
Because I've seen something like in Optus Sport the other day, top 5 or top 10 sports.
Or cycling is more.
Cycling, you got like
Cycling
what
gets
else?
paid
Golf,
more. And,
cycling.
Golf, all
yeah.
that.
Obviously, footy is the
And
greatest. But yeah.
soccer's not even, football's not even in there.
And
So
it's the most played sport.
Cuz and cyclists don't even pay for the registration, cuz they use our roads without paying for registration.
I was in Fed Square. Every city around Australia, the amount of fans that came out, etc. So they need
There's potential here. Potential.
And
So step it up, Australia.
Someone was telling me, Azam, only 1.7 million watched that game. And the AFL finals or the AFL big games have like 2.7 million.
Yeah, I saw that.
2.something what?
Wallahi.
What do you mean, bro?
Shut up, bro. This kid, why is so negative about everything? Wallahi.
I tell you the difference.
No, don't tell us the difference. Let's
I'll
move
tell
on to
you-
the next
I'll
game.
tell you that
We're
quickly.
going to talk about AFL. Please don't.
No, I'm not talking about AFL. I'll tell you the difference, Amir. Soccer is watched in groups. So 1.7. Oh, sorry, football.
I don't compare. You can't compare footy, Amir. Footy,
Well,
boys.
that's
Well, I don't like this. Football. Go.
Now, football is watched in groups. When it comes to AFL, max group maybe gets three or 4 people maximum. Mostly you watch it by yourself. And most people don't watch the whole game, by the way. They'll sleep at 9 o'clock.
Packed stadiums is all that matters. And then you see Amy Park, 10 niggas here, 10 niggas there. Then that's it.
Because nobody watches the A-League. Nobody watches the A-League.
Who cares? Who
I
cares?
watch A-League.
And nobody will.
Moving
Only
on.
you. Only you.
Moving on to the next game. France versus Poland. The Hayawan Mbappe turned up.
cheat
Freak.
code. He's a
Bro,
cheat
that
code.
finish is ridiculous, bro. The amount of power that was in that, bro.
The second goal?
The first one where he acted like he was gonna go far.
Yeah, and then he won. Yeah,
There's
but
one
even
thing,
the second one.
about this
fuck,
French
that
team
one.
that everybody thought was going to be lacking because of all the injuries, but Mbappe just made everybody forget about everyone.
You know, this guy's gonna
And
smoke
Dembele.
all the records.
Give
bro.
Roses to
And
Dembele.
Tchouameni, cuz.
That's what I was
That
gonna
guy-
say. He's a
Azam,
freak.
That guy is gonna smoke all the records, wallahi. Mbappe, wallahi, he actually is gonna smoke every record, wallahi.
France, obviously, like these big names like Kante and Pogba and stuff, unfortunately, they're missing. But we gotta understand that France is a footballing nation that keeps producing quality players. So there's always depth in that team.
And
It's never lacking.
I want to give you a chance, Mohammed, because on the past couple of days we've been apologizing constantly to the mistakes that we've been making on the podcast. I want to give you a chance to apologize to Olivier Giroud. He became the all-time French.
والله
football
أكلم
star.
والله I don't
Don't
want to-
apologize, cuz.
You had to clap for that one.
Don't apologize, cuz. Don't apologize.
Nah,
If you look at that guy's resume,
Wallahi, Hassan, let me say one thing. Wallahi, I've never seen a player. Every shot is either a header or a scissor kick. He's going for it naturally. I've never seen a striker like that. Wallah. I used to hate on Giroud. He's a freak, bro. I'll give it up to
Listen,
him.
he was in the stadium. He watched it. He watched it.
And let me do one more flex. Sorry, guys. But bro, Mbappe. 'Cause you know when you watch Formula 1 and you watch it on TV, and the cars looks. Like, you look like you can drive the car, bro. Wallahi, watching Mbappe in real life, bro. I've never seen cleaner step overs and taking on.
He's so like in control of the ball, yeah, and in control of himself while running.
You blink and he's past the player. He's
والله
he's
العظيم
cool.
I don't know how he
Hassan,
got this.
والله, Ravo, you're lucky, والله.
And
Did he look back
Dembele,
at his
and
career?
Dembele too, and Tchouameni, bro. You know how we're saying, oh, Kante's out, bro. They lose the ball. He's back at his box faster than any player I've ever seen.
You know, I used to think Camavinga is better than him, but this
No,
nigga's-
Camavinga's good.
still think
but
he's
not way
Camavinga's
better.
different, cuz.
Impossible.
Camavinga's different.
Camavinga's more of a A, but that kid since Monaco, he's been balling his socks out. I was telling Hassan
Because
when
I
he was
remember
coming up Monaco.
before he went to Real Madrid, Allah was telling me about him, and now I watched a friendly. I think it was Croatia or Serbia against France. He had a howler of a game, and that was the first time I think he played for. I don't know. I haven't seen him before then,
The kid's still young,
but
though.
he had a howler of a game. Since then, well, I was like, he's a terrible player. Then in Real Madrid, Wakida, he's been unbelievable, bro. He's been so
But everyone
good,
laughed
Yeah.
at the 80 million price tag. But look at him now. He's
And they don't look at it like this guy is young. So there's so many years that he has in him.
As a six,
People
like, you
gotta
don't
look-
hit your prime until 28.
People are paying that much amount of money for players that are only going to last them
Because
a
they
year,
sold
year and a
Casemiro
half.
for him, cuz.
But Hassan, your club, wallahi, Real Madrid,
Solid
amazing
future.
business.
Amazing
Yeah.
business.
Amazing business, wallah.
Especially if you get Jude
They know
Bellingham.
how to get replacements, wallah. They know how to get replacements, wallah. That's
they're
for
getting some Brazilian
Modric. What's the replacement for him?
Striker, yeah?
Camavinga. Camavinga's going to replace him with it.
Isn't that Camavinga? Isn't that Casemiro's replacement?
No,
Oh, Cruz?
Casemiro's
Is
replacement was Tchouameni.
What about Cruz?
Tchouameni مع بعض, and then who's the 10?
Valverde, cuz.
Valverde. Yeah,
See,
you can say
But
Valverde.
he
is
plays on
Modric.
the right as well, though.
No, Valverde plays
Not
everywhere.
anymore.
cuz.
Now
Rodrigo,
Hassan
Rodrigo,
Rodrigo
brother.
there.
Anyways, let's move on to the next game. England 3-0 clean versus Senegal. I was very disappointed.
Wallahi lazim, bro.
Very,
Let's talk
very
about this.
Did you go to that game, come on?
Which one?
Wallahi.
Senegal versus England.
No. I was at England, Wales.
You're not for lie.
It was here already, I
I don't
know.
know. I'm just guessing now.
خلاص now.
But England are amazing team, bro.
Yeah, they were,
Cause, but we have to talk about how how supporting Senegal.
they were very disappointed.
Wallahi, I think they broke my
Cuz
heart.
half the team was injured.
Koulibaly,
cuz.
bro.
Koulibaly,
Half the team was injured, cuz.
the defensive structure.
Because that Koulibaly guy looked like a howler, bro, today.
He was a howler. We said
Wallahi,
that a long
looked like
time
a
ago.
howler.
Like none of you
Wallahi,
agreed.
not even just Koulibaly, bro. Wallahi, the whole that defensive system that was going on in that.
What was Abdullah saying last time about Koulibaly? Wasn't he saying he's better in a back five? Like
Yeah.
when he's in
When
the
it's
middle?
protected, yeah.
Yeah, when he's protected. And whom they
Just like
played back
Rudiger.
four, yeah? And then, when you're playing like that, then...
I've never felt
That's
comfortable
kinda
with him.
tough, bro.
Period. Wallahi.
I never rated him.
Wallah.
Nah. He did good in the group stage, guys. You get taken away from him. They got exhausted. Wallahi, against Ecuador, bro. They put everything into that game. They were gone, bro. By the time of the West England,
That was a very, very, very.
England were
entertaining
rotating
game.
their squad during the group stage.
That was the worst defensive display I've ever seen. Wallahi.
But was it more? Was the defensive stuff? Was it worse, or England's performance was just unbelievable?
No.
England's been on a good run, bro.
Senegal didn't.
England's performances so far have been good.
I've been bad, cuz. You should say they've been bad.
England?
England.
No, it's been good.
You should
Wallahi.
say
It hasn't
it.
been bad.
We're not going to
Hasn't been bad, but it hasn't
I
been
tell you
all
why.
that.
I tell you why. I tell you why.
No, hold on.
You
It
want
hasn't
me to
been good.
explain?
No.
You want me to explain?
No.
I think just take
I can explain they're doing bad.
Okay, you explain first.
No.
I'll
They
explain.
haven't done. They haven't been spectacular.
They've been so good, bro. What are you saying?
No, they've been good.
They've been
Wallahi.
unbelievable.
bad,
Wallahi, they've
They've
been
been
good.
playing- they've been
I
playing
think they can
amazing
even be
football,
way better, but they have one man holding them down. Is their coach? Is their
Speaking
coach?
about the predictions
is
here,
much higher,
what did
bro.
we say?
But Mohammed,
He said
but
these
us-
guys aren't going to make it out of the group. We were saying.
Our expectations were very low.
Very, very low.
Very,
bro.
very low.
And they should stay low, cuz.
No. They're actually a quality side. They have a reputation, Azam. They have a reputation for choking and then making some bad performances here and there. They have a reputation for choking and making bad
And the
performances
talent
here
in
and
that
there.
team.
But so far,
Look,
they've
the
been
way
on a good
Maguire's
run.
been playing. Have you seen him? Have you seen the way Harry Kane's been playing?
But
They've
listen,
been playing.
as much as I agree with you, the Harry Maguire, you cannot doubt him. He plays great for England.
Wallahi,
Yeah, but
That
against Senegal,
game-
cuz. Against Senegal. He looked like a weakness, cuz.
No, not really.
Even against Iran, he looked like a weakness.
Oh, no.
But we're going.
Maguire.
I'll give Mohammed this. Luke Shaw looked good against Senegal.
Remember I told you?
Yeah, he looked very good.
I told you he's the goat.
Yeah,
wallahi.
Wallah lazim. I don't know what that was about, but
He's the truth. Wallahi lazim. When it comes to England, these niggas they take some mukhadarat or something. I
Since
think,
just before for Man United, I told Abdullah this. Since he changed his haircut and he did the slick back,
comb
wallahi,
over?
he has been unbelievable.
and stop eating those donuts, wallahi. You say do, wallahi.
I'm not eating any donuts.
The
man.
24 pack.
Shout out to Henderson.
Yeah,
That was that was a to start him. That was a good call because he gave Bellingham that freedom to just go up as much as he wants.
And that
you
kid,
know what I mean?
what a
Jude
game.
Bellingham, you gotta
Freak.
give him his flowers, man.
Yeah,
To be that young and to perform in a world stage like that, wow.
bro. You know he's big. He's bigger, bro. Bellingham's bigger than Henderson, bro. You know how big he is in real life.
Big boy, yeah.
Saw him
In real life?
Nah, I watched
no
bro.
life.
I watched Harry Kane, bro. I had to watch my boy. But
Raven, how many games did you go to,
I
Wallah?
went to 9.
9 games.
Yeah. This is
That's
the best
a lot.
World Cup because every game was like so.
How many
close.
games did you waste on Australia?
3. I watched all the Australia group stage. Great game.
And why you say how many times you waste?
بعد شنو محمد? I was looking at you the whole time.
Wallah azim, it took me some time to clock that shit. Wallahi.
I'm
Amr, stop laughing. Jokes over.
You know what the issue
Jokes
is?
over.
That's what you get, wallah, for being so
Let
hyped.
me ask you a question, Hassan Amr. Against France, are they going to get knocked out or they're going to get knocked out?
England?
Yes.
They get knocked out. They get knocked out.
Tell me.
Wallahi, that is such a tough call.
It's a
wallahi.
very tough one,
It's
bro.
very tough because both of them look
It's
very,
very
good.
tough.
Very-
What's so tough about this one?
The only.
You've got Dembele on the other side. You've got Olivier Giroud, your
Let's
passenger.
talk about Amr. Look,
Mbappe.
If you stop Mbappe, you stop France.
Listen to me.
I
Carl
believe
Walker,
that's wrong.
wallah, I trust Carl Walker to take care of Mbappe.
He struggled against the Senegalese player, bro. What's his name?
no, wallah, trust him.
struggled
He's
against
right.
the-
Wallah,
yeah,
he's right.
yeah.
He's right. Wallah, he held him down tamam in the Champions League.
Wallah,
Wallah.
Azim,
Don't
he's-
forget.
What was that? Like 2 years ago or
Don't
something?
forget.
And they lost. They lost that game, cuz.
That was a while ago.
They lost that game. And you know who scored that game too?
We're talking about the Jew, but
No.
1v1 here, the Jew.
Yeah, they lost that game, Huma. They lost that game.
Walker.
I don't think he can stop him.
Walker حيسحبهم
don't think
الوطا
so.
and I need an apology والله.
Nah, I'll apologize sincerely, Wallah lazim, if
Wallah
that
lazim.
happens. Because
Walker.
Mbappe is going
It'll be
to
a
mop
good
the floor
battle.
with him,
the
bro.
goat.
No, it'll be a good
If
battle.
Mbappe receives the ball while not facing his goal, Walker's done. There's
I
no
think,
way
I
he
think
can
he's
stop
gonna
him.
play dirty, wallah. I think Walker's gonna play a bit dirty.
Umar, do you think they're gonna go to 5 at the back?
if they do, this is stupid.
Because
Wallah,
they might.
stupid.
Southgate might do that. I reckon.
Nah, bro, he shouldn't. Wallah.
Sharky Does Sports. They were
Yeah.
talking about this on their podcast. They had what's his name? The English guy from Sky Sports.
Rory.
I think it? Rory, yeah. And they were saying like if they think that the England national team is going to change their formation, and majority of them were saying that they should stay at the 4.
They should.
They
Just
should stay at the
stick with
4.
what
It's
works.
working,
Yeah.
and it utilizes the attacking players that they have. As
But
well.
who are you going to bring on? Is that if you switch to 5 at the back?
No, but it's not that.
Trippier? Trent?
Look at when they're trying to switch to a 5.
Oh,
Look,
Trippier and
look,
Walker.
this is not a place to try
Trippier
new
and
things,
Walker.
bro.
You see,
You're gonna get knocked out if it doesn't work.
If you play it safe.
Literally,
You
Arnold-
gotta
No,
go
no,
for
but
it.
hey, that might be a
Just
good
gotta
call.
go for it, bro.
To stop Mbappe, that might be a good call. Putting Kyle Walker as the right centre back and
And
putting
then
But you're
Trippier on.
facing- you're-
Because
you're-
Trippier might be able to.
Trippier يتقلب أكتر من
Trust me, he's good.
Trippier is only in that squad for set pieces, bro. Don't even talk about this guy.
Yeah.
He's there for set
Hey,
pieces.
I would rather
Only
Kyle
because
Walker.
he's
Wallah.
starting.
I'm saying start.
Wallah.
But
I'd
if you
rather
say
them
start
start
5 at the back,
Mohammed, wallah.
he's
Wallah.
saying
Yeah,
that
if they do the 5,
Yeah.
I'm saying I'd rather them start the 4 and go for it.
Imagine let's see if Trent was playing right back.
Trent is on Shahi service. He's bringing the tea
Wallahi,
at half
Azim, that
time.
one? Oh, unbelievable disrespect. What happened?
Wallahi, toodaloo. That guy's exactly where he should be, wallahi.
What are we saying? England versus France. Who are we taking?
I don't think anyone wants to say anything in this one.
Honestly,
I told you. Who do you want? Who do you think will lose the game?
I think I'll say I think France is going through. Yeah.
You don't think they are going through anyways?
I want
guys.
France to go through.
yeah.
I reckon
I just want England to do
I'm
Why?
backing. I'm backing
Why?
England.
because I
man.
want England to do shit, but I want them to do shit.
why do you want them to do
Because
shit?
I want them to do shit.
Because I know this guy when he hates on something, there's always a reason.
Because the whole English nation Firstly, they've been disrespecting Qatar so freaking much.
They've done so much disrespect. They couldn't disrespect anyone anymore. They started disrespecting Brazil. Why are you dancing?
That was that was the dumbest thing I ever seen, bro.
You know, I don't understand. You know,
Hassan,
you know why? You know, that's the reason why they're dancing. Wallah, that's the reason why they're dancing. You know, when it started from the Vinicius Junior thing, and then Gabriel Jesus went and danced. Come on, when he scored with Arsenal, and then that's why now they even got their coach dancing.
The managers are even dancing.
Yeah.
You got even Samir Habashi doing on
Samir when he scored, come on, he did it.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. But one team that does deserve, they could dance all day is that Brazil team. Wallah lazim. They smashed South Korea.
Yeah,
And,
that Vinicius finish.
Muhammad, Allah, don't. Your homeboy is not here to support you. You're laughing, but
Wallah, you're riding a team because they beat.
Shout out to Hassan, wallah. Shout out to Hassan.
Hassan has COVID, by the way. That's why he's not
He's
here.
got COVID.
6-1.
He's
Wallah,
gonna
they
say,
beat
"Why'd
them.
you expose me like that?"
Nah, he's always sick, cuz. I was actually surprised that he hasn't been sick
Is
for
that
2
the next
months.
game that we're gonna talk about? Brazil.
Brazil, South Korea.
Yeah, that goal by Richarlison, that play,
Hey,
bro.
what?
Firstly, the harakat.
What about
the
Vinicius'
headers.
goal?
You know he tries to do that every time.
Relax, bro. It was send now.
Let's talk about a Tottenham boy first.
What do you mean it was way better?
The first goal? The one Vinicius scored?
Yeah, we saw.
Yeah, well, that was just so nice, cuz.
He could have finished the first time. Come on, bro.
No, he
had so
waited,
much time.
and then he...
No, he had so much.
Basically,
That wasn't the best goal. Hassan, stop, wallahi.
That was a good finish.
But that wasn't the best goal.
Richarlison was just a quick
Chances
thing.
one was quick. You see that pass into Richarlison? That touch to finish the first time.
But who passed it to him, Muhammad? But who passed it to him?
Vinicius.
Casemiro.
Casemiro.
Wallah, Casemiro.
Yeah,
What's
Casemiro. And I watched Rafinha watch it from distance. That's my man,
He passed
Casemiro.
him the ball.
Casemiro. passed it.
Rafinha started that thing like in.
Nah, he was so far away.
Yeah, he did. No, he started it. He started the play.
Are you sure it was Casemiro?
Did you watch this game?
I watched this game, but I
don't think so,
don't think it
like-
was Casemiro.
He was. No, Casemiro was the person that passed the final pass to Richarlison.
Yeah.
And that Vinicius goal, Rafinha assisted. Come on.
No,
Wallah, he did.
it wasn't.
Wallah, he did. Rafinha had a very good game, but you're hating.
disagree with facts.
Wallah, it's a Barcelona player.
I
but
didn't
It's
see it, I
fantastic.
didn't see
bro.
it.
Now,
Guys,
but boys,
Richarlison-
I'll
goal
give you a
was
fact. I'll
amazing.
give you a fact, Allah. This is an important fact. From the Spanish side that started the game today, 7 plays was Barcelona players.
That's
what are you
why
gonna
they
say?
lost.
They lost.
That's why they lost, guys. That's one of the reasons they lost.
Some dire shit, wallah. Dire
No,
Juma,
but
wallah.
that's
some
one
random-
fact.
خليك
cuz.
خليك about Spain. We'll get into
But that
it.
was fire, wallah.
But listen,
Richarlison?
Brazil, South Korea. I was telling this to Amr, I feel so sorry for South Korea because of how they qualified for the
They
round of
shouldn't have
16.
qualified, cuz.
What do you mean?
What a shame.
What a shame,
Wallah,
wallah.
what a shame.
Bro, Wallah Azim, for all
They
the
shouldn't
hype.
have qualified.
That lost Basa, they went go with chicken after.
Yeah.
Is that place South Korean? Wallah?
Wallah, yeah, I think so. It's Korean, but I don't know.
It's
if
Korean, South
Korean.
Korean, North Korean.
Same thing, bro. It's all Korean, cuz.
Tomatoes, mate.
Tomatoes, tomatoes.
Allah,
Anyways.
They shouldn't have qualified, cuz.
What do you mean? Why not?
Anyone in that
They were
group
very
was
good,
qualified.
They
only
should
one.
have been Ghana, cuz.
Switzerland,
That's such
Switzerland,
an
South
ugly way
Korea.
for them to go out. Wallah Azim, that way, bro.
Switzerland, South
That's
Korea.
bad,
Wallah,
bro.
there was no need for these teams, wallah, to waste time.
Switzerland, South Korea, and
Wallah.
one more team, cuz.
This is a waste of time games, wallah.
No,
Poland. They shouldn't have qualified.
Switzerland and Poland, I agree with you. Wallahi, those guys should not have even gone there.
What about Australia?
Huh? Australia? No, Australia is the best. Australia is the best.
They qualified with 6 points.
Nah, but wallah, because the Switzerland and thing and South Korea, wallah, well, that was a waste of time, wallah.
Yeah.
What the hell was that, bro? How can you get smoked like this, wallah?
I know,
6-1,
they-
4-1, bro.
they got the
At
work,
least
bro.
4-3, 4-2.
I want to talk
something.
about something that got me dirty, wallahi. I want to say something that got me dirty. Abdullah said, Richarlison, worst performance of a number 9 I've ever seen in my life.
But he was there.
No, I wasn't going to say that.
You saw him in person.
Hey,
was he impossible like
what's a
that?
striker meant to do?
Score goals.
So what? He scored a double the first time, and then look at this amazing goal he scored now, bro. What's Abdullah gonna say now? Gabriel's on the way back to.
He's gonna apologize. to us,
Abdullah rates Olivier Giroud. He rates Martinelli. So it's
Nah, as he
Martinelli's
should, but there's a
quality,
clinical
I
place.
just wanted to
But
say
I gotta
that.
give
just
Richarlison
want-
every time he puts on a
Make sure
Brazilian
you
shirt.
use that
it's
same
different.
logic for Hassanin when we're talking about Ronaldo. Just use that same logic.
Hassan
'Cause
rates Onana. He rates who else, brother? From when I.
Onana's fire.
What was that number 10 for Everton?
Huh?
He thinks he's the best player in the Premier League.
Oh,
Hassan's stakes are worse than that. bro.
Delali.
But see, I like that. Shows that a striker's job.
It's a score,
is
yeah,
to score.
100%.
That's it. So when Ronaldo's on, don't expect anything else besides a goal.
I mean,
if he
shut up.
doesn't score, then fair
I
enough.
knew you were gonna go there, wallah.
Don't worry about that.
And
course you
hey,
have to.
the addition of Neymar too, having Neymar back, the creativity of the
That's
team
so
now.
unfortunate, cuz. And how can you be out for 3 months and then come back in 1 week? He said, no. He said he's gonna be out for 3 months and then he's back a week after.
He said 2 weeks, I think. I think 2 weeks, but he was.
Why did he come back anyways?
When you got millions like that.
It's the world media.
I don't want to see his face.
You know,
wallah.
apparently Mohamed Kudus, he didn't say that thing about Neymar at all. I never said that.
Mohamed Qudus.
Did I actually?
I never said that.
Oh my god, our sources, wallah al-azim, they're all finished, bro.
Wallahi, there's some dogs over-reported out there. Wallahi, these crazy stories.
It's like 3 months, Hassan. Neymar was there for 3 months.
That's what I thought, Zara.
No, chill out.
Well, Mohammed, that's definitely from Ghana
The
side.
report actually said, Mohamed Qudus said he's better than Neymar.
You know what the Ghanaian did? They when they were losing by 2-0, they said, okay, we're not qualifying. We're making sure that Uruguay is not qualifying too.
Yeah, wallahi, God.
They just stay back.
Ghana the fans outside the stadium. Don't get it. We're both going out.
Going on together. We're getting the same plane, brother.
Backing up together.
Wallah, I'll be honest, I'm not even proud of that, wallah.
Wallahi, al-azim, that's-
If they wanted to do something in the game,
Wallahi,
But
that's
like,
how it is.
Very,
Wallahi.
very disappointing.
Even that
game
penalty,
for Ghana.
bro.
Very, very disappointing.
Wallahi, disgusting, bro.
Yeah.
The African teams,
Hassan, but
generally.
don't. You said they were going to win the World Cup.
That's what I said. Like, unfortunately, every single World
Literally
Cup.
a day after that.
That's what I said. Wait. The African teams normally in the World Cup, like they play very well, and then when it comes to the moment when they need to play, they need to do it.
Yeah,
They find a way just to make sure to just they're eliminated.
Ghana,
They
Nigeria.
always find a way to be eliminated.
Hopefully Morocco is not the case.
That's why
No,
Morocco
Morocco's different. Morocco's different.
Morocco's not African. That's why. Anyways, let's move on. Japan.
So you
versus
guys are
Croatia.
like you. Agree with me on that.
Japan versus Croatia.
Oh,
Wallahi,
that was
one-
sad.
Kida, you know, until
Aye.
now, I didn't watch that game.
Best Asia,
Wallahi,
best
then
Asian
nobody
team.
cares. From those two teams that went through, but whoever came out is going back. He's going back home. Because they're going back. Who are they playing? Brazil, Mush?
Croatia, Brazil, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Brazil.
yeah, Brazil.
They're playing Brazil next. So
Japan will
whoever
give
it
them a
was,
run for their
Japan
money.
or Brazil. You're going.
They will-
You don't think Croatia will beat Brazil?
They'll give them a hard time.
I mean,
though.
how lit would Japan and Brazil be? That's some Captain Magic shit, bro. Wallah al-azim. That would have been unbelievable.
Yeah, bro, it'll be a movie. I reckon. I reckon they'll give him a
I
run.
love that, but at the same time, wallahi, no one's gonna wake up 2 a.m. to watch that.
Japan very disappointing.
I'm
though.
gonna watch
Wallahi,
all
I
these
mean-
games, cuz.
Hassan and my brother said it. Wallahi. When it comes to Japan, when we were saying like how far could they go, it's
Yeah,
just
Asian
it's,
teams.
It's because of things like this.
Nah,
Japan, they just don't have that final product that you need, bro, to get through. And the aggressiveness.
They don't have a striker,
the
that's all.
passion.
They don't have a
what I
striker.
mean?
Passion, discipline they have.
Yeah.
Passion, discipline they have. They play for the flag, bro. They're outrun every single team they played against.
But they just
bro.
always miss this final thing. I don't know what it is, bro. They
I
just
don't-
always get knocked out. You know, round 16.
Yeah.
They've made it in the round 16 in the past like 4 World Cups.
Yeah, they always get knocked out here.
And they always get knocked out at this stage.
And when you play in knockout stage, like I wanted to say this to Poland and the teams that concede 4 or 5 goals, because it's not just a moment. When you know you're not gonna outplay the other team. You know what I mean? So from the get go, your first order of business should be get a yellow card. Make sure one of the opponent's players is in the stretcher. First 10 minutes, cuz put one on the
Wallahi,
stretcher.
that's legit how it should. You know, when you get to knockout stages and it's a smoke team, like I said, Australia. Wallahi, just be like how Saudi was so dirty towards the end of the game. Just be like that, or just stay like
Salam alaikum
super
in your
defensively.
face.
Have everyone at the back and just play for penalties. That's it. Make it a 50-50 game.
Get that yellow card, get that red card.
You
You
have
know
to
what I
make
mean?
it work, bro. If you keep contradicting yourself, Yawaz Khan. Every time you say
I've said that about Australia since the last.
you downgrade teams that do this, and then at the same time you support it. I don't get where you're coming from, Wallah. This before with Australia.
I said you do what you can, yeah. You do what you can, but make sure that shit is gonna take you through. Like stick to that.
And if it
the
takes
whole
them
time,
through, does that team deserve to win?
of course.
Argentina's gonna do that
course.
against the Netherlands. Watch Otamendi. Otamendi is gonna get a yellow card quickly. 15 minutes,
Otamendi
20
has it in
minutes.
him too, Wallah.
Yeah, he will get it. He will get that yellow card.
Anyhow, let's move on to the next game. Portugal versus Switzerland. 6-1. Ronaldo didn't start. Looks like they didn't need him. That striker, I've never heard of him. He scored a hat trick.
He's
He's
the
a
top
beast,
scorer.
man.
He's the top
That's
scorer
Azaris
in
for
He
Portugal.
Benfica.
had a hat trick in Champions League. Come on,
Yeah.
recently.
Who did he play for?
Wallahi,
Benfica.
No clue. But I just know
He's
there's
the
a
top
hat
scorer in the
trick.
league.
He's the top scorer. 9 goals, I think he's got something
Yeah,
this
he's a good
season.
player.
I thought
Amazing.
the second striker was always going to be Liao. That's what I thought.
Is this game validated?
Liao was left
Guys,
wing.
I'm not gonna
That's
lie to you.
left winger.
I think it's good keeping Leao on the bench. I know a lot of people are saying, "Oh, he's a
Definitely.
good player to come off 60th minute, bro."
Yeah,
Because
definitely,
Joao
definitely,
Felix, bro, is
Baller.
a baller. And
Oh my God.
this
Yeah,
World Cup made me realize how much he needs to leave Atletico Madrid.
Yeah, free hit,
because
bro.
he actually
Quality,
he's too quality.
Did you watch him in real life? We're going to keep doing this.
Actually, I did watch him. I watched Portugal Ghana, but
Yeah, bro.
bro,
Quick flex.
Yeah,
He's-
this morning, bro.
he's such a good player,
The
bro.
run, Joao Felix. This morning, he picked up the ball. Wallahi, like as a 6. He's obviously playing up top. Picked it up as a 6. Wallahi, he ran past like 3-4 players. It's absolutely ridiculous.
and he can
Wallahi.
But
pass.
Ahmed,
he can
don't forget
shoot.
who's playing behind him. You know what I mean? Bernardo Silva, Bruno Fernandes.
Even come on, shout out to Mama. Mama raised Bruno Fernandes coming out. Wallahi, say to me, Fernandez. He scored 2.
Second shout out قال لك but she's the goat والله so she deserves it والله.
That's the goat. That's the goat بجد.
اسمع علي سنيك بجد والله. Anyway والله.
Bruno Fernandes having a tournament of his life, bro.
Yeah, he's
I don't know,
amazing.
is this
Portugal
game
Simpson.
validated the Hassan's point on the Portugal not needing
Cristiano Ronaldo.
yeah and
That's what I wanted to ask Hassanin والله لازم.
I'll explain it to you
He's a
guys.
big,
I'll
big
explain it to you
predicament
guys.
right now.
I don't think they need him anymore.
They do need him, but they do need him. But you have to remember that. No, you have to remember that you might actually go to the penalties. Ronaldo can't play 120 minutes. As simple as that. That's why you need to keep him on the bench. I think he'll be
That
on
is
the bench.
actually a very good point, bro.
Yeah, he will be on the bench for the next game too.
Yeah.
That's what happened with Di Maria, cuz. That's what happened with Di Maria.
But not just for penalties, because he just can't run for 120 minutes.
No way.
And you don't want him off for those
Yeah.
crucial moments.
Even
you don't
when
want
he
him
came
off.
on, he had a clear chance to go in behind.
He
just
scored
let-
one offside.
He let the ball roll. He didn't
Even when he
look
went
at it.
offside, did you see the offside? والله North Lions best والله العظيم. He was actually so far offside والله.
So the Portugal team is better without him.
No, it's not better.
As a starting team. Like
I don't think
starting
so.
11.
Be honest,
I don't
I'll
think
be
so.
honest, the Ramos guy is not as clinical as Ronaldo. I just maybe this game he had a very good
No,
game.
but creating chances.
No, maybe at this game he was he had a very and he's more mobile than Ronaldo. But I'll definitely have Ronaldo over him any day. Wallahi.
Morocco's gonna be the test.
I think if Ronaldo started this game, I think he would have scored 2 or 3. I really think so.
Yeah.
That
He would've.
Switzerland team was shocking, bro.
Yeah.
It was horrendous, bro. That guy just came in at a
I
good
think that's
time.
why Ronaldo as well was pissing. He when the game ended, he went in early.
because that's what he is for. He's just a sook والله.
No, he could have stat padded over there.
He didn't contribute to that. That's why. But he's happy that his team won, but he couldn't contribute to
So
that.
why don't he just stay?
His team.
He's pissed. He's pissed off at himself, not his club, not his country.
So he just walks off.
Of course, he's pissed off at himself.
Yeah.
I
That's
don't
normal,
rate
bro.
that.
I don't rate that at all.
Of course, you don't.
Yeah, but
So what? Are you trying to say it's good, يعني?
Because for a person to have his experience, no.
Sharif, what I told this guy, wallah.
No, for a person to have his experience and everyone's looking up to you, like, of
course.
you know, just you
And
doing that,
Of course,
you're
but guess
acting
what?
like a kid.
What
Like,
the heck was that about, bro?
Because he's the captain. It's not captain of a club, bro. He's captain of the nation. He has to
Literally.
stay back, even if
Yeah.
he doesn't play a minute. He has to go around, do the laps.
All of that applies to every human being except for Ronaldo.
no,
Wallahi,
That
that's
doesn't
it.
make sense.
No.
That's it, wallahi. That's actually it, wallahi. You know why? You know why it doesn't apply to him? Because he's been like this his whole career.
I mean, I don't give a shit. Inshallah, he's been there for 1,000 years doing that. As long as he's still in the game and he's still at a World Cup stage representing his team, he should do what these two are saying.
Mohammed, let me
He'll
ask you a
stay
question.
back.
Let me ask you a question now.
Any player, I don't care if it's Ronaldo, who it is, bro. You're never
Mohammed,
above
answer-
your
answer this
national
question
team
quickly.
or your club.
Who's better, Ronaldo or Messi?
For me, Messi, wallah.
That's all. House.
But I'm not basing off that, wallah.
That's
What the heck
why.
was that?
That's why. That's why.
basing on that.
You think? Yeah.
No.
You think Messi is better? That's why you're attacking Ronaldo.
Because if Messi was doing the same, if Messi done the same thing, I
Messi
would've
has
said the
done
same
worse
thing, bro.
before.
Nah, Messi wouldn't do that. The last time Messi did something like that was in 2006.
And he copped it,
when he was
wallah.
a 19 or whatever,
And he
18 year old.
and he copped it.
He didn't really cop it. Well, they just came and celebrated with
I
him.
thought you were going to say
He didn't cop it.
Yeah. Tell him, please.
No,
About
hey,
PSG.
You guys got
He
to.
got subbed off or something, and he was pissed at the coach. He didn't even shake his hand or anything. He just moved away from
Did
him.
he walk out though?
Yes.
No, he didn't walk out.
No,
he sat on the
He
bench.
went back to the bench.
That's all right. That's all right. Every player gets pissed off when they get subbed.
And anybody can do that. I understand
fine.
Messi.
He's a big player. He's
No,
been
that's
watched.
fine, Ahmed. You've seen it happen like a lot of times. Players, when they get subbed off, they don't shake the coach's
And
hand
Ahmed,
or they
anybody-
just grab the bib or something. It happens. No. That's fine. That's
Yeah,
fine.
exactly.
No, that's
Thank you,
fine.
Ahmed.
No, that's
the
fine.
times Ronaldo has done that.
And
Come
that's
on,
fine.
bro.
That's fine. That's fine.
No,
fine, though.
that's all good.
Ronaldo
That's all
was the
good.
camera pointed at him. The
No,
whole.
he doesn't.
That's
You
the
know
way
what
I
is?
see it.
You know what it is? I think Ronaldo
You
has
can
that.
be upset and sit down.
I think Ronaldo has khalas. That he knows. Sana. I think Ronaldo khalas knows himself and knows what he can do when he's under pressure and he's hated. I think that's what it is, wallahi, because he keeps doing shit to piss people off on purpose.
No, he keeps doing shit to
Wallahi.
tarnish his legacy, wallahi.
Wallahi,
That's what he
even
keeps
if people
doing.
are happy, you see how crazy the crowd was going when he was coming on?
Yeah.
Everyone was going
They were
off.
chanting his
Why
name,
in the
yeah.
world would he go ahead and do that after the game?
Because he's an idiot, wallah. That's what he is.
No, he's
wallah.
not
Same
an
reason
idiot.
why he went
It's
to do
either he's
that.
doing it on purpose and he just wants to hate so he can do better.
Because if Ronaldo played in front of you, you would cheer him on. Come on.
I want to cheer him on, wallah.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, you do, Kaz. Well, I even said Sui when he scored, Kaz. No, but look, you know Ronaldo.
When the Ghanaian player scored, the whole stadium got said "see you."
Overrated,
But
overrated.
look,
guy.
Ronaldo, he's wearing the captain's armband for the country, Kaz. You got to respect him, bro. He's got to respect the country. He's got to do the things. Even Messi, I'll give you an example. Messi doesn't talk. Everyone knows that. But since Copa America, we started to see Messi. He starts doing press conferences. He starts geeing up.
Have you heard his voice? He sounds like a girl, Kaz.
It doesn't matter about the voice. It doesn't matter about the voice. You got to do things. Step up for your country. Messi's doing it. Ronaldo's got to do the same thing. He's got to do those waves. Like for example, when we saw him in the Euros, the last Euros, how he G'd up the team. We need that Ronaldo.
He's like that in the change room.
Because no. But
Wallah, he's like, you see clips of these, bro.
the thing is about Ronaldo, he's only got one thing going on for him, Amr, and goal scoring, and that's not happening for him. So what else? Messi is different. Messi has
got everything.
He's got exactly, and that's why he's
and
still
that's why he's a
thriving.
GOAT. But I like Ronaldo more.
But the thing is,
so
with
have to
Ronaldo, he
protect
needs to
Ronaldo.
accept his age. That's Rooney said it correct, like really good.
Rooney needs to accept
No,
his catch.
he said age catches up to us. He just needs to realize how old he is. You know,
No, but
if I'm
Rooney-
Ronaldo,
Well, like, Rooney isn't
I'm
the
seeing
one.
a young kid come up. I need to make sure I'm doing everything correctly, so he looks up to me saying, "Oh yeah, this guy's not walk out."
But
and act
Ronaldo's
a
not like
baby,
that.
you know?
Ronaldo's not
I
like
don't
Ronaldo's
like
still
that.
competitive up to now.
He's a
bro.
goat.
He's still competitive
goat.
up to now. Even
Maybe
like,
top 5 of all time, but he's a great.
maybe. Bro, top
Maybe.
2. Messi
Shut up,
and
Ahmed.
Ronaldo.
Nah, come on, man.
Anyways.
Number one ever is Pele.
انت بس كل مره يسويتش اب مره رونالدو مره مارادونا مره ميسي
I never picked
Every
Maradona.
time.
I never picked Maradona.
كفايه والله
I never picked Maradona.
enough.
لكن the
قلت لك the whole
Every time he switches up.
the whole 100 greatest.
Pele had.
This was
اسمعني Pele had 2 World Cups by the age of 21.
and hopefully quick recovery for Pele يا جماعة.
Against countries that don't exist anymore, as you say.
Doesn't matter if they exist or not.
That's what, Mohammed, you know the best thing you could be proud of Shifta as an Australian? Is that Pele is the youngest ever in the World Cup and Gareth was the second youngest.
No, I think Gabi broke it this morning.
Yeah, it was cool.
والله the way I want
It
to
was
go.
cool.
You know, I mean, he doesn't accept anything good that you say about Australia. خلاص, that's it.
The way I want to grab his face والله.
You know how sick that is, bro?
You know how sick you are والله.
Nah, he's set for life, call. That's it.
Yeah.
Just put that on the resume. You can go anywhere.
That's Australia Shifta in records, bro. Under Pele.
Let's talk about the moment of the week. But before we do, wallahi, we have to give big round of applause. Like Morocco, unbelievable.
Morocco.
Senegal waves the flag, man.
The Lions, the Lions.
Okay.
Morocco, the Lions.
That's good.
Unbelievable
Good guy,
performance, bro. Unbelievable
They
performance.
didn't believe in us. They didn't believe in us.
Listen, this is your moment, Wallah Sharif. Say what you have to say. What do you think of your nation, man?
God did. Isn't he, bro?
Goats everywhere, cuz.
Well, leading to before the game, Spain game, I knew they were going to keep possession. I was speaking to you boys. I knew they were going to keep possession. I knew us coming into this game, we haven't conceded at all. We only had one own goal. Even when the new coach came, Walid Regragui, he came on. I feel like that's the best thing Morocco's ever done. Because it was just a couple of weeks before the World Cup and they fired him. So they got Ziyech back and all these other superstars with him. And those boys that actually love the nation, and as you guys are seeing it now, they want to play for the people. So
Because I feel like they're playing for me.
yeah.
Why do you think they're playing for Wallah, I don't know why, but I feel attached to them. I don't know
guy
why.
is the
Sharif,
biggest
do you
hater.
accept us, Wallah, to be attached to
biggest
us?
hater.
That comment you gave in the group.
Do you accept it? Khalas,
Do you know what I love now? The whole Africa's claiming us, and the whole Arab was claiming.
That's
The
it,
whole
Wallah.
Muslim was
Yeah.
We're
claiming.
claiming you guys.
That's why, Mohammed.
The entire world is claiming you.
That's why, because we all
Wallah,
have
we love
something
it.
in common, Mohammed. We're Muslims.
And
Alhamdulillah.
African.
Look at me, killer.
Muhammad needs Hassanin Idris today. Otherwise, he's struggling by himself.
يا أخي.
خلاص when he can't find any reason.
Coming in before this game, I knew Spain was going to keep possession most of the time. I was happy about that. I knew they weren't going to break us defensively, and we just need to take our chances on the counter.
Let's look at the stats. Look at these stats. 24 to 76. This is the possession.
Have that. We took the 3 points.
Unbelievable.
This
is
or something.
Shots, you guys Spain 13 and you guys 6. 2 on target, 1 on target from Spain. Passes completed. Listen to this. 216 Morocco, 926.
No, it wasn't that. So it was 1,029.
Wallah.
Yeah.
These are fake stats, man.
Between some players, bro.
But unbelievable. Over 1,000
Oh,
passes.
1,000. Like, I tell you something.
Pull it sideways, like in, yeah?
I tell you
Sideways
something.
passes.
Abdullah Yunus style بس.
They can take
Shout
all
out
these
Abdullah.
1,000 passes and pack them up, come on, and take them to Spain with
I
them.
seen it. Was the airport? This
Was
way.
it this way?
Have you seen that?
Exactly right.
Airport
The thing
is
is,
this way.
But one guy that I want to speak about, Wallah, Boufal can sit any
and
nigga
Onahi,
down.
cuz Onahi, number
No,
8.
No. Boufal
Yeah.
can sit any nigga down. Wallahi al-azim, that guy is ridiculous, bro.
I don't know how that guy is not playing at a bigger club. Where does he play?
He plays in League A. He plays in League A.
No, but bro,
Yeah.
didn't he
No,
play in
not
the
Lille. He played Premier
He played in
in
Prem.
Southampton.
That's the one, yeah.
But the thing is with him, he scored goal of the year in the Premier League, by the way. I think 2016 or something.
Noon, bro. He's sick, bro.
He's a Instagram real player, TikTok player, because the way he plays, He cannot play 90 minutes. I'm a big supporter of him, but he cannot perform for 90 minutes. He has moments, and even though when he takes those players on, there's no end product.
But what was the game? What was
The
the
cross,
what was the-
nothing.
What was the game? What was the? No. What was
Every
the
time
game?
I watch him, he's always like that. There's never, he might do things in the.
But things like that boost your confidence, cuz, as a team.
Yeah, wallah.
Canada,
He had
a
a
good game
I
too.
remember everything was coming down from
Second
his side.
half.
Yeah.
Second half, he had
everything
a
was
really
coming
good
down
game.
from his side against
Yeah.
Canada, and he was making people look silly, bro.
But
Like,
he's right.
it's
But
crazy.
Sharif
That's
is
what
right,
he
bro.
is.
There's no end product to his game.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of players that
Shout
we
out
see
to
that
Amin
like
Hari,
that.
the one that broke his leg just before the World Cup, the one that his knee went sideways for Marseille. He was gonna start ahead of him, and obviously Boufal had big shoes to fill. I feel like he's got way more to his game. He's a natural number 10. He's like a Ziyech who plays out wide. And seeing Boufal when he was coming off against Spain, I was happy because they got that little kid Zenzuli. He's a Barca player. He signed until 2027 and got a release clause of 200 million or something. But he redeemed himself from that first game against Croatia. I don't know if you guys watched that when he came on, tried to do the step overs. He literally, that shirt that I seen, me, I was whatever happened, I was like, as long as I see the Moroccan shirt wet and there's grass everywhere, you played for the country, you played for the nation, I'm happy no matter what happens. And alhamdulillah, we got the
This
result.
nigga brings that, bro. And that's that guy, defensive midfielder in the middle.
Amrabat. Can I just say something about Amrabat? And no one knows this. The night before the World Cup, he came out crying after the game. He came out until 3 a.m. He was in a hospital. He was in a hospital getting treatment on his back. 2 hours before the World Cup, he was getting injections in his backs. He couldn't play at all.
And he played 120 minutes.
He played 120 minutes. It's bigger than football now because you are now playing for the flag. You're playing for everybody. Like props to him. And for me, top 3 players are in the World Cup: Messi, Mbappe, and him.
I'll take
And
it.
what about the number 8?
I'll take it.
Wallah,
I'll take it.
Honestly,
I'm on the Morocco wave right now.
every single game that he played, like for me, man of the match. For me, man
Yeah,
of the
he's
match.
brilliant. He's brilliant.
Like even that Hakimi when he received man of the match, I don't know why he got it because that assist, but he holds it down literally. When you got Luis Enrique coming out in his live stream saying he's the only one that we need to press. If you guys realize in the first 45 minutes, every time he touched the ball, he got 2 people running towards him.
Yeah, bro. Gavi
They were
even
pressing
the
him.
tackles.
They were pressing him. So for him to hold it down for 120 minutes and to do the performance he did, mashallah.
Unbelievable. And Achraf Hakimi with that last penalty.
Penalty
Yeah,
class.
ice cold.
The coldest penalty.
You gotta have some cojones to do that one. 40 million Moroccans watching you around the world, and you got everybody else, and just you to do that to send your country. And he could have played in Spain too, because he was born in Spain.
born in Madrid.
He's born in Madrid.
yeah.
And that was a choice.
Yeah,
the
that
guy's
was
good
a
enough,
choice.
bro.
You got
He's
him
good
and Ziyech. They got so much slack for choosing Morocco than the actual country of birth, and they've picked Morocco, and now it's starting to come and realize. And alhamdulillah, I'm very proud of my people because we finally started to see, because Moroccan fans have been waiting for this moment for a long time.
Wallah, Sharif, you're very lucky. Wallah.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of my people too. Wallah, let's go, Morocco.
Inshallah, we get
Let's go to the
I
final.
believe-
To the final, cuz. We're doing
I
it.
believe we can go
We're going.
semi-final.
What are we saying against Portugal?
We're
Do
going through.
you reckon you can take Portugal?
I think we can take Portugal. I think
Well, I think
it will be much more open than Spain. A game much more open than Spain.
How many think they'll beat them?
Because
Spain
I
won
think they have a
by
chance. They have a very
both
good
teams,
chance. wallah.
both
But to
teams
beat
don't go for
Spain?
possession.
Yeah,
Spain
both.
is
So
quality, bro.
it's
I think it'll be a
Spain is
counter.
quality.
Spain is quality, but
Yeah,
like
no,
I'm saying, like with Portugal, like I think we can go through them easy.
because you both like in the games you don't have possession at all. You're always like the counter-attacking teams. So
Yeah.
I reckon this might be an open game.
But there was some injuries towards the end. That was scary. We had Saïs, our captain, and Naif. They pulled the thing. So that's the defensive wall, man.
Say he's pulled his hamstring, I think, but he'll be all right, bro.
Yeah, I don't know, but they need to start for us to get a result, I think. Because
I really want them to go through. Wallah.
Yeah.
Allah,
I
I really
really
want
want them to go through.
Well, they'll go through. You know, just a quick fact. If they go through to the semi-final,
My goodness, better than all of them.
African teams will get 3 more spots in the next World Cup. Yeah, if they go through.
Is it got تخرف or is this facts?
This is a fact, bro. Check it out.
Who's your source, guys?
Don't worry about the sauce. Just check it out. Just me is the sauce. I'm the sauce, cuz.
Hasanin keeps on forwarding this stuff from WhatsApp group. I think that's
Don't worry,
it.
bro.
Listen, quickly before we finish off, I want to ask Ravo something. Ravo, I have a lot of regrets about not going to this World Cup. Can you tell me something that makes me feel better, that it's not worth it, something like that?
All right, let me break this down to you. This is the greatest. It's going to be one of the greatest World Cups ever. As a fan, it's the greatest World Cup. For even players, the next World Cup is going to be Mexico, Canada, and America. Yeah, that's 3. So imagine this: you're just traveling up and down. Imagine the players; they're going to be jet lagged, all of that. The stadium's insane, country beautiful, people are great, bro. We're staying up all night. We used to play 5-a-side soccer till like 6 a.m.
That's amazing.
Imagine that with Saudis, Mexicans.
No, Qatar actually.
So it wasn't worth it,
job.
yani.
Huh?
That's what you're trying
It
to
was
say.
the greatest World Cup.
It wasn't
ever.
worth it.
Yeah.
It wasn't worth it.
You heard it here first. It wasn't worth it. Don't go to the World Cup if you haven't.
And thanks for ripping Australia, cuz. Thank you.
100%. Up the Aussies.
100%.
Up the Aussies.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you.
Morocco.
Thank you, Ryan.
100%.
Morocco.
I gotta
Wallahi.
give a shout out to the Moroccan coach, Walid Regragui, because have someone from your own country that played in the national team, he knows what it takes and the pressure. He came out. Tactically, he's very underrated because when he comes out against big teams, he likes to disable them from their best attributes. Spain, midfield, shut down. Croatia, same thing. Belgium, we see more of attacking football. And hopefully, inshallah, Portugal.
Inshallah.
We'll get something done.
Shout out to Morocco.
Could be interesting. Sharif, thanks for coming on, everybody. If you like this video, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell, and let us know what you want to see next. We'll see you next time. Take care.
I got the sauce. I got the sauce. I got the juice. You other niggas look confused. I got the sauce. Yeah, I got the sauce. I got the sauce. Nigga, I got the sauce. I got the juice. Watch me. I got the juice. Watch me. I got the sauce. Yeah, I got the sauce.